welcome to another video and welcome to my channel, The Art of Perfumery. Today I'm going to bring you the review of an Arabic or a Middle Eastern fragrance, as you will. Today we're going to talk about Oud al Sultan from the house of Amoud, that comes in this beautiful dark box with this golden details. The box is very nice, as you can see here. We have made in UAE, United Arab Emirates. So the box is very nice, but the bottle, I have to say, the bottle is absolutely amazing. Take a look at this bottle, at this presentation. Really nice. It's black with golden details as well. The bottle is very, very heavy and very well built as well. But keep in mind that there is quite a few fragrances with the same name, Oud al Sultan. So today the review is about Oud al Sultan from the house of Amoud, with the infamous black bottle with the golden crown, which is very nice. The cap, unfortunately, is plastic, but it's very well made as well. Keep in mind as well that this fragrance cost me £16, and I'm gonna dare to say that the bottle itself is worth £16. The bottle is very nice. The juice, to my nose, is worth £100 because this is a very nice juice. It's a very unique fragrance. The performance of this fragrance is stellar as well. This is definitely a cheapie, absolutely an absolute bargain. Okay, let's dive into the notes and then I'm gonna dive right into the review. At the top we have bergamot, incense, cedar, oak moss and oud. In the heart we have floral notes, and at the base we have musk and tobacco. Okay, let's go for the spray. Take a look at the spray and see how it works. It works very well. It sprays a lot of juice, as you can see. Really nice spray, nothing to complain. I'm gonna smell the fragrance and then I'm gonna jump right into the review. Very nice smell indeed, so unique. I remember when I tested this fragrance the first time, I applied it on my hand, I smelled it, I applied it on myself, and I thought to myself, okay, this is another fresh and clean after shower scent. It's really nice. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very pleasant. And then for my surprise, I went to work. I work with around 15 people. For my surprise, they start talking about my fragrance. They're saying how nice I was smelling. They were asking what fragrance I was wearing. I remember one time that I was walking downstairs and the secretary of the company was right behind me. And then she said, "Mark, I know you wear different fragrances every day. You have a ton of them, but this fragrance is amazing. I really enjoyed this one." And that was around 8 to 9 hours after I applied this fragrance. So go figure. This thing has an excellent performance and the smell is even better. When you look at the presentation, the dark bottle, the name Oud al Sultan, especially coming from an Arabic scent, you might think, okay, this is very dark, or it's very daring, or it has something skunky or something like that, especially coming from an Arabic scent. But I have to say, no. First of all, the oud in this composition is barely noticeable. It's very hard to pick any oud in this composition. And because this fragrance is that typical combination, citrus on top, florals in the middle, and musk at the bottom, this is the typical clean, soapy, out of the shower scent. Most of the scents, if you don't know, that has that vibe, clean, fresh, soapy. It has citrus on top, floral in the middle, and musk at the base. And this is another one of them. But this one, I would say, this is not your typical clean, freshy at all, because this scent, it's so unique. It's so well blended. It smells so upscale and luxurious. It smells like a luxurious and upscale bar of soap. That's how I describe this fragrance. And the blend of this fragrance is amazing. The fragrance blends so well that it's very hard to pick individual notes. I only pick like a single accord. This is how well this fragrance is well blended. As the fragrance develops, it's a quite linear fragrance, but it develops a little bit, and as it develops, I would say the musk jumps out of my skin. That's the main thing that happened in this fragrance. The musk, it gets muskier, and it also gets sweeter as well. And when this happens, this thing becomes into a very sexy fragrance. This is one of the sexiest fragrance out of my collection, and you're definitely gonna smell like a luxurious and sweet and musky bar of soap all day. Because as it develops, it gets more musky and also gets sweeter as well. After wearing this fragrance for a full day, I was completely hooked to this fragrance, and I'm gonna dare to say that this is the best clean, soapy, out of the shower scent out of my entire collection. It's really nice, and like I said, even though this has this soapy and clean after shower smell, this fragrance is dense. It smells fresh, you get this freshy vibe, you're gonna smell clean, but I'd say this is full-bodied scent. That's why you have to watch the sprays in a very hot summer day, because this thing is dense, it's full-bodied scent. And like I said, it's quite linear, it doesn't develop much, but when it develops, it gets a bit sweeter, it gets muskier, it gets sexier, it literally gets addictive. Every minute with this fragrance is better than the previous. Every hour with this fragrance is better than the previous hour, because this thing is actually amazing. Sometimes throughout the day you might think that the fragrance is not there anymore, you're not going to smell it anymore. It's because this causes some olfactory fatigue. So many times I wasn't feeling the fragrance. I remember a particular day, actually the first day I was wearing, I couldn't smell the fragrance on me anymore, but the moment I stepped in my house, my wife said, "Oh, I love this fragrance on you. This fragrance is really nice." And that was around 11 hours after I applied this fragrance. So performance of this fragrance, it's not an issue. And finally, the fragrance ends its life floral, soapy, clean, sweet, and musky as well. The more it develops, the sexier it gets. It's a really nice scent. I would say it's a 10 out of 10 scent to me. And like I said, I'm gonna dare to say this is the best fresh, soapy, out of the shower scent out of my entire collection. Okay, this was my review. These are my ratings for Oud al Sultan. We start with the presentation. Take a look at this presentation. Keep in mind that this fragrance cost me £16. The sprayer works perfectly well. Everything works fine. The bottle is heavy and very well built. Every detail in this fragrance is nice. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for the presentation. We go now for weather. What is the best weather to wear this fragrance? This is super versatile. It's dense enough to be worn in the winter, and it's also fresh enough to be worn in the summer. This is the jack of all trades, but I would say this shines in spring. It's perfect, made for spring. We go now for occasions. What is the best occasion to wear this scent? You name it as well. This is very versatile regarding occasions. But because this has a sweet and musky and fresh and clean vibe, I would say this is a perfect date scent. It's perfect for dating because this is very sexy. It has this sex appeal to it. It's also very good as well for the movies, for hanging out with friends, restaurants, work. It's a perfect work scent. It's a work-friendly scent, absolutely amazing for this kind of scenarios. We go now for Performancy. How does this thing perform? The Performancy is stellar. It projects for 3 hours on my skin, and it stays on my skin all day, a full day actually. This thing is an amazing scent, and the performance is beast mode. Remember that I wore this scent, I applied this scent, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I came back home, it was 8 o'clock in the evening, and my wife was complimented me with this scent. I would say 13 plus hours. We go now for smell. How does this thing smell? I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because this smells that good. It's an absolute amazing scent, a bargain, a perfect bang for the buck scent. Okay guys, this was my review. If you like it, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, for more reviews like this, and don't forget that I am Mark Lacerda, and of course I see you in the next video. Be good, be safe.